Shoes have been a tool for humans dating back as early as 7000 BC. They were our first line of defense against the elements, a barrier lifting us up and away from the dirt.
What first started as a functional aid thousands of years ago has become a cultural phenomenon found worldwide on a day-to-day basis.
Not only do shoes range from functional purposes, but also preference in taste and style.
With the progression of globalization, shoes have become a symbol of societal evolution.
As we've traveled around the Atlantic, we started to ask ourselves,
where do these shoes actually come from?
What do shoes mean in a cultural context?
And most importantly, what role do they play in modern society?
The shoe industry is one of the best ways to illustrate the system of supply and demand. Looking at this graph, it can be seen that the United States imports the largest amount of shoes worldwide, spending around $1,150 billion annually. What is not shown in this graph is that Brazil only imports $58 billion worth of shoes per year.
One of the industries that have suffered the most in Brazil from the Chinese competition is exactly the shoes industry. Brazil used to be a major exporter of shoes to the world, especially in North America, especially the United States. Nowadays, competition has been quite tough.
So who produces the most? As Sergio said, China is a major competitor and comes in first, producing 10 of the 15 billion shoes produced annually. Brazil comes in third, producing 700 million, and Portugal comes in seventh.
Different styles from the Porto. Normally it's the factories in all the north of the country. It's very good shoes, very good leather. It's the new collections, new styles from the shoes.
Raw material coming from South America could be from New Zealand.
Okay.
And the process could be French, could be Italian, could be Spanish. I used to supply people, like a Chelsea Kings Road I used to supply. I used to supply in Oxford Street. And raw material, of course, produced from different countries. France buy from New Zealand, they don't buy the skin, they buy by tons of it. It's really a worldwide, it's not belong to the one nation.
Where do you export to?
So people in different countries.
Different countries.
Who need them.
Okay.
People give their addresses, then we'll make the shoes and sell them to them.
Do you have specific countries that you sell them to more? US? Oh, really? That's interesting.
Not only are materials imported and exported, but so are ideas. Globalization can be positive, aiding expression and tradition through dances such as clogging, flamenco, and ballet. However, it may take away from culture. Elaine Ayan-Su was quoted saying, "Ghana, the younger generation, has abandoned the wearing of traditional clothing. Many young people today are more interested in wearing Western gear such as t-shirts and sneakers."
What about their place in society? Shoes have progressively become a societal symbol. People are categorized by what they wear on their feet as a symbol of their place in society. In a lot of ways, we design and they define.
It's interesting, Brazilians are very fashion-oriented, even the poor is fashion-oriented, okay? They like to dress well and so on. So what ended up happening is this, they would not be able to afford the fancy high-end brands of shoes, but they would then wear shoes that have a similar style, but of lower quality, more affordable, and so on. In North America, for example, they love the Brazilian shoes because of their quality and so on, and because they are very close to the Italian shoes, but more affordable. Then we have Havaianas. Havaianas was a very casual thing, so we would never go, even if we are going to visit some friends or people to their house, Havaianas would not be appropriate for that.
The class is not complete. Some people they want to go to the designer, some people they don't want to go to the big department store. People they want to shop from the small boutique.
Right.
So that's why they in future reference, I think the small businesses they do better than big companies.
Yeah.
It's a privilege to have shoes. Yes. Do you sell a lot? No?
Not much.
My first word when I was a baby was shoes. What can I say? I love shoes.
My summer shoes with my winter shoes, I probably have like 40 or 50 in total.
Tan shoes, pair of tan shoes, boots, I hate shoes. Shoes are horrible.
My favorite pair of shoes are cowboy boots, and I like them because they're super comfortable and I like to go dancing in them, and I'm from Texas, so they're a big part of my culture.
My favorite types of shoes are boots and sandals because you can dress them up or dress them down. And I probably own about 10 pairs of boots and 20 sandals.
Over the decades, shoes have evolved from a sole functional purpose into a fashionable icon.
Having once been used for foot protection, shoes are now a social symbol.
Trends of shoes have expanded into a myriad of different fashions, ranging from culture to culture while expressing personality.
The mixing and merging of taste and culture has made shoes, well, interlaced.
Though globalization might be taking away from the vibrancy of unique cultures, it has made footwear much more easily accessible.
This expands opportunities for travel and heightens safety and sanitation standards.
From Havaianas to cowboy boots, our world has evolved enough to think we've seen it all.
But as we progress and advance, we can only wait to see what our feet will be wearing in years to come.
Slowly strolling in the sweet sunshine, and I'm running late and I don't need an excuse, 'cause I'm wearing my brand new shoes. Woke up late one Thursday, and I'm seeing stars as I'm rubbing my